Nature's Prophet, that might be something they have to rely on just because, again, to have the more map pressure. Because I think you have a lot of map pressure. You're online, you can do something against Nigma Galaxy. And Hellraisers, how
I'm
they
wondering if it's going to be
banned
like
the
an offlane
Razor.
OD or a mid OD, and which ones? Where's the Snapfire going to go? It is pretty open. They do take Sniper in the last pick. Is it going to be Sumail
Yep, where
Sniper? Yes, it
Sumail is
is.
going to be the one in front. And I think Nigma Galaxy actually have a really good shot. I think I'd favor them just slightly in this game one.
I think I feel the same. I definitely favor them. But Hellraisers, their global presence is pretty good with the Nature's Prophet. It feels like the mid game is going to rely so much on Miro to have a good time on the Snapfire. That's going to be the tough one, right? But by the way, guys, if you are looking to get involved in this, there's a banner down below. You get $15 for free if you're registering for the first time. You can put it on one of these two teams and see how it goes for you. Yeah, I hope Hellraisers put like I hope they go in and just do their best and not worry too much. Doesn't matter who you're up against. We've seen teams that looked really strong in the group stage, and they come to the playoffs, they get nervous, and doesn't seem like they perform as well as they did. I'm hoping that if Hellraisers doesn't succumb to that, I think they can. I think they can take this game. I'm still betting on Nigma, but I think Hellraisers can take it.
I think Hellraisers have had some bad drafts that at times made them look like not such a great team. But I think this time around they have a solid draft. The only thing I'm scared of is this OD in the mid lane. But later on, if it does come to this, if the OD gets some items, OD can be a problem for every single hero that Nigma Galaxy have. Because you don't really have that one jump hero that does physical damage that the OD hates playing against. So I think that Nigma Galaxy are on a clock here, not a like classic, oh, we need to win in 30 minutes, but you need to be constantly applying the pressure and using your timers properly, because you mess up once and you start losing towers. You start losing towers, you can't get towers of your own because you don't have good push potential against the Treant, and then you're going to be in trouble, kind of stranded on the map. So you consistently with Nigma Galaxy need to use either the Sniper or the Timber Saw to apply pressure. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how well they can make that happen. But with that being said, we are going to be focusing a little bit more on what is happening rather than on what will be happening. And we have a pause here. So talk to me about the bottom lane. Snapfire versus Timbersaw.
The classic matchup, isn't it? It's not something not something we see very often, but I like the burst damage coming out from Enigma Galaxy because you have the Frostbite Crystal, the Crystal Nova, you have the Timber Chain as well as the actually he didn't take Timber Chain level 2, but the Zamara he'll take it probably at some point with the Whirling Death, and he's just a lot of damage. Snapfire is a strength hero, so that really hurts her. The nice thing for Hellraisers is that if someone gets caught, there's a cookie that allows you to move them. If you get frostbitten or you're just slowed down, so that's nice. And there is solid damage coming out from their side, right? Fate Bolt, Cookie, as well as Scatterblast. So it favors Nigma a little bit more though, but Hellraisers could take that match. I don't see it happening. I just think it's going to go pretty much in Nigma Galaxy's favor.
Mid lane Sumail is going for the take aim here, so it is gonna be a Thompson mid sniper build without the shrapnels too much. You agree, or would you rather see him get the shrapnel points?
You never question the king, all right? He's the king for a reason. I guess he just wants to make sure he harasses the OD as much as you mentioned as well. He's going to be the aggressor, right? And while the shrapnel helps, there's the mana cost has been increased to 75, the radius has been reduced. He probably feels like this is the most effective way for him to harass, is just to make sure every time the OD moves up close to him, he's able to just wail on him with his auto attack. I think a couple of points of shrapnel would be useful, but again, he is the mid laner. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I guess it's fine. I mean, the OD, if he cannot astral you, it's problematic for him. If he's running towards you and he gets shot a few times, that's also quite nice. So yeah, this is a build that can work. We'll see how well Sumail goes with it. Does this mean Mask of Madness build, or would you rather see something else?
I like when the Maelstrom going, because it helps you a lot when it comes to farming, just to clear out the creep waves a bit faster. Mask of Madness is also useful for the attack speed, but I've always been partial to the Maelstrom build myself.
Okay, for now, top lane, we're seeing some creeps being pulled and stuff like that. One thing that I wanted to mention is that Kuro and the CM didn't get a single experience point in the lane, which, that means that level 2 timing on the Crystal Maiden, it's not going to be as strong, so I was kind of weirded out by that. But is this kind of the plan? Just get maybe level 2 on the CM, not be aggressive, allow the Timbersaw to stay alone and go farming? Is it going to be a greedy type Crystal Maiden here?
Actually, can we look at the what skill point? What did he take? Crystal Nova or Frostbite
I
level
think
1?
Nova.
But
I think Nova.
I still think it's full mana. By the way, he hasn't been able. He hasn't actually used. I saw Antares just go up to him, hit him a few times, do like 200 damage, and not much came out from Kuroki's side. But I feel like you really want to get the Crystal Maid level 2, right? Like your offensive
Yes.
output increases by so much. So I don't know if he wants to sacrifice that much for ATF. Maybe ATF is like, listen, man, I need to get level 3. I get 2 points in reactive armor or something. Then they can't kill me. Then you can come back to the lane. But we'll see. Maybe I don't know. He's pretty deep in the lane. I mean, sorry, in the jungle right now.
Yeah, okay, so he probably got the Frostbite. Yeah, now he
Yeah, I
used
just
up
used
his
it.
mana. Yeah, okay.
Because I was
so
like,
it was the
which
Frost-
one did he take? I see the mana go down and it's in the jungle. It's like, all right, so that's where he's gonna get some of the CS he needs.
So this is, the Puppy Chen type gameplay here coming up from Kuro. And the thing is, I think it's fine. He's coming back to the lane now. But anyways, we're looking at the mid lane. Sumail, even with the take aim, he currently does not have the range to stay away from for the Astral Imprisonment. And I mean, looking at this mid lane, even though Sniper is naturally considered like a really nice hero against the OD, at least for now, Kiyotaka is doing quite well. And Antares and Kuro, they really want to kill each other. He has the Fairy Fire, and Kuro now, he's gonna freeze him, but he needs to run away. He needs to run away now. This is a Crystal Maiden. We all know that the hero is very slow, and with the cookie, Antares, he'll be satiated. With both cookies and blood, he draws it there, and Kuroki loses his life. A little bit too aggressive. A nice move coming out from Miero as well.
Yeah, the great cookie. And by the way, the courier falling as well. So that's a big influx of gold coming out for Hellraisers right now. And this is what we saw, right? You're playing very sacrificial on the Crystal Maiden. Unfortunately, the other side isn't like they're willing to fight, right? You might be willing to sacrifice, and I guess he is sacrificing. Although top lane solo, is he gonna be all right?
It's gonna take some time before he dies here, especially with the Hawk coming over, and yeah, no one is gonna be fighting solo. The Hawk, no points in the Retaliate. He might not even get the right clicks of the Hawk and the Treant. I mean, they're very high. So, usually against these heroes like the CM, it's good, but not the other way around. Meanwhile, GH dropping low, he has the boots, so he's gonna be fast enough to run away, but has no mana. I think solo can just leave him there.
Oh, dude, the courier is giving the vision. I love it when that happens, right? The courier just chases you from all over the map. Run, GH, run! That courier is it gonna let him go? No, it's like still. If it catches, I think it needs like 2 seconds or not. So now it's gonna go. It's gonna go back all the way to the top lane. What a warrior! And GH is gonna be killing himself here. And yeah, I mean, still a bit of gold coming out for Nigma Galaxy, but no experience, so he's fine with that.
Oh man, that is so annoying. If you're GH, you lost so much time, and it hasn't slowed down the Hawk at all. I mean, he's still farming super well, especially when it comes to the denies. Amar, a little bit too deep right now. He doesn't have the Timber Chain. I'm not sure you're getting out of this one alive, and he's not. He just dies. Meanwhile, Mind Control on the top lane is having some issues as well. Those are just the right clicks coming out from the Nature's Prophet, even with the raid band, with the extra armor that the hero desperately needs. He just can't stand his ground.
He's very close to a rig of health, so the situation does become a lot easiir after that. And by the way, check out Nature's Prophet. He's got 2 skill points saved. Not like wondering. He's like, do I take Sprout in case we get a kill? Do I take teleport in case I need to go somewhere? So he's saving it up, and I like that. The hockey. He's amazing on the Nature's Prophet. And he's showing us why with the fact that he's keeping his options open. I can do this, I can do that, whatever I need to do for the team. Despite Nigma Galaxy, all 3 at top in CS, and Hellraisers is standing with a 1k advantage, but just because of First Blood and that and a couple of courier kills as well. So pretty good start for Hellraisers. Definitely what they need.
Yeah, but Hellraiser is putting a lot of emphasis onto denies, where we see it's only the last hits. Of course, Nature's Prophet, he probably denied some of his treants, but 14 denies. Yeah. There have to be some lane creeps in there as well. And Sumail, he can't get close to the creeps. Look at him. He has 3 points in take aim, and he can't attack, or it's not easy for him to do so. He comes close, he's gonna get astraled immediately.
Yeah, he's playing it a bit careful here. And oh, look at the denies. But we mentioned that I think he's got like 15 denies on the OD, which is amazing, right? He's just doing a fantastic job of making sure that the lane is going for him. And overall, Hellraisers, their cores looking pretty solid. Their supports even more so. Like that's a big difference in support's value right now.
Yeah, looking really good for them right now in terms of net worth. We'll see how the rotations come into play. Centaur does get 2 points in retaliate, so Mind Control thinks that he can return that damage to the enemies. He's gonna have some added armor from the raid band, some added HP from the Ring of Hell, but Solo doesn't care. He's a treant. Like, look at that heavy left arm. It's gonna hurt now with the right as well. So MC losing a lot of his HP.
2 points in leech seed though. He's going to throw it out in a little bit, and now MC is going to take a lot of damage from this as well. And Solo gets a good amount of health. And again, Solo doesn't care about this. MC who's the one who's getting creeps. And look at Solo. He's like, I want to get this denied. Doesn't get it, but still keeps pushing MC as far as he can, as far away back from the other lanes as possible. So
one thing
I gotta say.
One thing we haven't talked about is the ability of the Shadow Demon to stack, and he has already done so quite heavily there. So there's gonna be a lot of money that Nigma Galaxy can pick up on the ancient stacks, and also there is a lot of money for our viewers to pick up. They click on the banner below, they get $15 free if they are new on the Betboom website. But you were saying I kind of cut you off there.
I know, and I'm very offended by it. But yeah, I'm looking at anything else. I feel like their offensive power has been really neutral. Sumail barely makes it out alive in that situation, with literally a sliver of health. Yeah, I was expecting the Mind Control to go for that burst damage build on Centaur, but with the 2 points to retaliate, that's he's playing very defensive in that situation. So that's going to be removed. Kiyotaka and Astros himself to dodge the assassinate. So MC's influence is going to be neutered a bit. Same thing with Ammar. That first blood, he's still farming very well. He can still pop off, but with Kuroki dying very early and Ammar not able to, and then dying behind the tower, I just feel like the bottom lane also went really well for Hellraisers. And in a situation I thought it shouldn't really.
They're hunting Sumail again. He's gonna go this time with the assassination. We didn't see if that connected, but top lane, there's gonna be a banish, and they're going for the Hawk. But the TPs are coming over Miero. He starts with the Mortimer's Kisses. This is a position 3. Snapfire, and look at how they melt. They all die. Meanwhile, in the mid lane with that ward behind the tower, they caught Sumail as well. 4 heroes dead around the map. Oh no, guys, the Timbersaw is farming. What the hell are we gonna do? But that is an Ammar Timbersaw, so I think Hellraisers, they need to be a little bit careful though. With the 7-0 start, everyone was thinking, how strong is the new Nigma Galaxy gonna be? Well, Hellraisers are saying not enough.
The solo heal, by the way, doing so much work, and he keeps Doc alive again on just a tiny bit. And Miro, fantastic work. I think that the ultimate from the Hawk also helped them get to the kill. But this is insane. Hellraisers 3k gold ahead. And here's the thing: if you ignore Ammar, he doesn't exert pressure. You're actually completely fine with this, because remember, he's a Timbersaw. Yes, he's farmed, but his main purpose is in serve to make space for the team. So if he's not making space, there's no reason for you to really care too much about it. Oh, Mind Control, is he okay?
Does he look okay to you? Oh, that's a very
yes, he does.
Good AoE from the hoof stomp. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one. So MC is gonna be fine. A lot of creeps are chasing for him. They really want to kill, though. There's gonna be a big treant here that might die. These supports are very low level on the side of Nigma Galaxy and solo. There needs to be an assassinate to help them as well. But Sumail, he says, I want that kill for myself. He wants to deny. Can solo get it? No, that's not gonna be happening in the end. It's gonna be GH getting the kill, and now the stacks will be going down as well. Nothing that Hellraisers can do about it. They're nowhere near.
That's not the nice thing about getting the max retaliate build on Centaur, though. You are very good at taking those stacks. I'm not sure if it's actually even better than max level, but it does help you out a ton of. So he's going to be able to recover from there, and he does need to cover. Look at Sumail. Look at Mind Control. They're very far behind of where they need to be right now. Hellraiser's like, yeah, we'll just start taking towers. And I don't think that Nigma Galaxy can really deal with this. It's like the bottom lane is going to fall. It's not a big deal. It is the least important tower in the game, you could say. But it is a blow regardless.
And looking at Nigma Galaxy, it's very hard for them to trade. Top lane, they want solo, but Miero is there as well. So Mind Control, he's the one that needs to be careful. Now the Stampede is up, Salt running the Mortimer's Kisses. It is possible, but being half HP, okay, half HP with the Centaur, it means you have like 1,000 of it, so he'll be fine. But 1-7, Nigma Galaxy, they did get their first kill here at the Betboom Xmas show. It can only go upwards from now on. The problem I'm having is the CM, the Shadow Demon, man, these two don't have levels, and these are very experience-hungry heroes.
Yes, and it is scary, right? Like you want to get that demonic purge on the Shadow Demon. It does so much for your team. By the way, Miero, he's level 8, and he's also going for the Guardian Greaves. He already has the mech. I like this. You are going to be up against some impressive damage coming out from Nigma Galaxy, so you want to be able to at least mitigate a lot of it, especially with the Guardian Greaves. And I do think a pipe will also be coming out later on for him. The Haki went for the Hand of Mice. He's like, listen, they're not playing fast, and we don't have to worry about their late game. We might as well just to go for the hand of mice. And I mean, he's still pushing the. He helped take the bottom lane. So the Hawk having just a massive, just a fantastic game so far. Highest net worth on the Nature's Prophet with the hand of mice. This very early in the game. It's looking really good. I want to see what the win percentages is like. If we can have a look at that, because right, that looks very Hellraiser favorite from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, this is amazing from them. I think they understood how Nigma Galaxy wins this game by consistently being a little bit ahead in farm. So you take towers, you defend towers, and you get farming items, and that's what they're currently doing on Hellraisers. They understand it perfectly. And I'm looking at Nigma Galaxy, Shadow Demon, and the CM. These heroes, they need to be aggressive in the early stages of the game,
Yes.
or later on they heavily fall off. And yep, I mean that falling off phase has already started, and they never even got online. This is a big problem. I expected the sniper to be stronger and supports playing around it, but it has been the other way around. OD got stronger and supports played around him in the mid lane, just destroying Sumail.
Yeah, and Kiyotaka is going to go for the Aghanim Scepter builds. Lots of good stats. Of course, you can save multiple people or disrupt multiple people. It's just a very versatile Aghanim Scepter. But yeah, in the meantime, Amar, he is farming his own side of the jungle, and again, this Nigma Galaxy, they're fine with this. Like for us, it looks kind of like, okay, they're losing map control. The Hellraisers continue to grow, but for Nigma Galaxy, they don't seem to be changing the plan at the moment, right? Amar has been farming for a while, and MC, he might be in a dangerous spot here. Oh, Kiyotaka shows up, but can he get the Astral off? He does. And guess what? You can't stampede away from an overgrowth.
He's not getting out of this one. I don't think he even uses it here. He just accepts his destiny. Trees all around him. I have a Timber Saw in my team. Why are these trees alive? Well, it's because your Timber is in his own jungle, destroying the trees that actually still have leaves on them, and the ones on the Dire side, they're gonna be alive. And well, that's gonna be a really nice kill. Nicely done by Mind Control, at least not using the Stampede. But Nigma Galaxy, they're not making any moves around the map.
Yeah, that's quite. Again, look at look at the Timbersaw. He is farming their ancients. You look at you look at the Sumail. He's also on the other side of the map. And if they lose the mid tower, again, that's going to be a lot of map. The tower's almost down. Whereas for Hellraisers, all their T1s are still up, and they have a trained protector. So yeah, they are just. There has been a committed push coming out from Nigma Galaxy anyway to take them, but these towers are probably going to be very helpful for Hellraisers.
I really like what Hellraisers are doing. They're going for these towers, and when you look at their heroes, they're not like super good at capitalizing or getting
Bottom
kills once the towers die. Oh, what's happening on the bottom? They're hunting the shadow.
GH, the Hawk shows up. He's like, "Oh wait, I forgot. Sprout cancels nothing," and GH just goes back to base.
So not much there, but Hellraisers, they're using the map control to farm solo. He's gonna see some of his brothers getting cut down, but he himself is gonna be completely fine. Amar, even with the aggression he's trying to exert now, it's not gonna be happening. And there it is. We have the Centaur and the Timber together, but I don't see their ability to kill anyone. They need at least one support here, and finally Kuro is gonna be joining them. So can they finally bring down this treant and apply some pressure to the tower?
That seems to be the plan, right? That's what they want to do. But again, no Blink Dagger on the Centaur. He'll have to use Stampede to jump in. So I think that's going to be okay. Solo's going for a Blink Dagger first item. Normally, I'm not a big fan of this on the Treant Protector, but I do like in this game, right? If they Stampede in, you want to make sure you can just blink on the people stampeding, may get the overgrowth cancelled, whether they're running away, running in, doesn't matter. But it's a very nice, overgrowth game for the Treant Protector. And Hellraisers, they do go for a smoke themselves. I like what Amar's doing though. He's playing on the other side of the map here, so he is at least going to be pressuring a little bit here against the Hellraiser side.
He is under enemy vision though, and they're coming with the smoke. I think he knows about this one, so he's getting himself out. But no, Solo is there, and there's the overgrowth. He's not going anywhere. He's gonna stay right where he is, rooted next to the trees, the things he hates most in the world, and now he will die. The Hawk and Kiyotaka do way too much damage. He tries to get the kill, not gonna be happening. Hellraisers, they get another one, and man, they're so disciplined. You talked about Kuroki and his experience, but guess what? The most experienced captain on the Eastern European side is on Hellraisers. It's Solo, and now that's gonna be two heroes dead. Hellraisers, they clean up house very easily in the enemy triangle because they finally have some aggressive potential with the Kiyotaka Blink Dagger. Two heroes dead after Amar died. That's gonna make it 3. And Nigma Galaxy, they have absolutely no response. Yep.
And they might be losing more. MC, the bomb lane, taking a lot of damage as well.
That's a bonus. Look at how well Kiyotaka and the Hawk are playing. Yeah, he's not going to be moving an inch now. They finally see him. A few more hits. Doesn't even want to use the hoof stomp. He understands that he is helpless, so he embraces it, stands his ground until he's completely demolished. And, you know, guys, you can click on the banner below. Get the $15 free on your first bet if you are new here. But Otomo, this is looking very, very tough for Nigma, if not impossible to come back into right now.
Yes, I mean the way that well, Solo might be losing his life here. That's going to be yeah, the second kill of the game for Nigma Galaxy with the lineup that includes a Timbersaw and the Centaur War Runner along with Shadow Demon combo. And this is their second kill of the game at 16 minutes. Kind of crazy, but yeah, Hellraisers, they are just getting away with murder, right? And they do lose G. Okay, so GH also falls, and then still the bleeding needs to stop at some point here for Nigma Galaxy because again, their late game lineup, it's really just the sniper. You know, the other side you have Nature's Prophet scaling with the Hand of Might, so he's going to be scaling. He's insanely farmed. And you have Kiyotaka on the OD, who's also going to be doing well.
I don't see a sniper. I don't see a sniper as a late game hero when you're not playing the early game. This hero is very strong, level 7, level 8. He also has some timings that you're gonna be super powerful with, and I think all of those timings Nigma Galaxy completely missed. So I mean, now when we look at Nigma, can we really say they're not looking so great after this one game, or they're just warming up? Which side are you on here?
I think game 2 will tell us, right? We'll be like, oh, if they played really well in game 2, we'll be like, oh, they were warming up. They were looking. If they lose game 2, they're like, oh shit, this is not what we signed up for here. This is not what we thought was gonna happen. But yeah, Hellraisers they're playing perfectly. Like there's no, you know, they're owning this game. You gotta give credit where it's credit's to. Hellraisers has been absolutely on point with the way that they already taken a tier 2 bottom. They have the outpost, and oh, the Stampede cancels at almost just the right time here.
That was the stolen Stampede as far as I saw, I think. So, yeah, they will let the Mar live because they don't know where people are. And I like this from Hellraisers. Again, discipline. The experience of Solo is showing. On the other hand, the experience of Kuro, well, we can't really see it because the only thing he has been doing in this game is farming creeps in the jungle and waiting for things to happen. Nigma Galaxy not making any aggressive moves, not taking a single tower. With their new lineup, they're not looking super strong. We'll see how it goes in the future, but for now, I mean, the only thing we can do is ride the copium train here, Otomo, if just hoping that Nigma Galaxy can show us something. For now, not looking the greatest.
Mind Control does have the Blink Dagger, so that's going to help him out a little bit. And Sumail might be interested in fighting. He does have the Mask of Mass, which really helps you in those early engagements, but I mean, it's just Hellraisers has been playing this really well. Like, that's all it's been. They got this nice deep ward in the bottom lane as well, so they're always going to be pushing. They do use a dire scan. Guess what? Nigma Galaxy looks like they're going to walk right into it. So what does the Hawk do? Oh, they're all here? He's just going to go back to his own tier 1. And this is a completely waste of smoke. Again, the ward with the scan, just fantastic. And no, they might just decide to take it themselves. Beautiful position by the Hawk.
Not good, Blink, though. The Gleipnir, he already has it done. That's what happens when he is this farmed. 11,000 net worth, and now the Stampede again used to disengage. But you will not get away. There's the Blink Dagger. Kuro drops the ulti, but immediately melted down. And Mortimer's kisses are coming through. MC is not going to be enjoying those. Miero gets a double kill. These Mortimer's kisses have been doing so much damage in some of these bigger engagements, but Solo has found them. He stops the TPs and just makes sure that his team gets there in time. Again, Hellraisers continuing with the same tactic. Farm, farm, farm. If they come, we will catch them and we will kill them.
Dude, we talked about this, why we think that Chain Protector and with this particular game getting the Blink Dagger is amazing, and he just proved it. 3-man, cancels the TP, gets the people he needs to. It's just fantastic use. And dude, Solo is... Everyone on Hellraisers is crazy, but Solo has been keeping all their towers alive. You would show up if it's, like, look, he's top lane right now against Amar. He's like, okay, I'll just Nature's Grasp. That's all I need to do. And all their towers still standing, whereas Nigma Galaxy has lost the tier 2 bomb, map control basically gone. Look at the warding coming out from Hellraisers. They got these nice deep wards where they need them, and I still am wondering when things gonna sort of improve, right? It's like you look at it, you're like, well, when does it get better for NGX? And
I don't know, man. This doesn't look like it's gonna be getting much better. The only thing that comes to mind is that Tamar starts dealing massive amounts of damage with the Timber, but he is going for Senjin Kaya build, I like that, but then he needs the BKB.
Oof.
With the refresher, I don't know. I would rather want to see an Aghanim Scepter, but you know, Betboom not putting a lot of faith here in Nigma Galaxy. The fans can still put faith in them. Click on the banner below, get $15 free on your first bet if you are new. But we'll see if anyone was ballsy enough to go for that one. 9k goal lead. Hellraiser still not applying pressure. They're playing the same game. Look at this. Nigma Galaxy, they've seen for 20 minutes what Hellraisers are doing, and they are incapable of doing anything. And this is the problem. It is with their supports being so weak at the start of the game. You're not getting kills, and now this is the status quo that you just cannot break. So Otomo, talk to me. How do Nigma Galaxy even approach this? What do you need to do? Or do you just farm and hope that Hellraisers at some point they're gonna make that slight misstep that you can use?
Well, that's one thing that you do have for you is that you do have decent high ground thanks to the sniper, right? Sniper, Shadow, and as well as the Shadow Demon are pretty good thanks to the shrapnel, extra range, Shadow Poison. There's a lot you have for you riding high ground, but that's not really a strategy you want to go for most of the time. If your defense is, if you're like best strategist, let's go huddle on the high ground. It's tough. Hellraisers has global presence with the Nature's Prophet. They can take Roshan, they can just out farm you thanks to the Hand of Midas. So I'm trying to see what they can do, but they can't split push because you're up against Nature's Prophet, and they can't take a team fight when they're 10,000 gold behind and only have 2 kills to their name. And GX has to wait for Hellraisers to make a mistake. Maybe smoke up, catch someone, get a pick off. It's the it's the cliche answer, but it's really the only thing they have going for them.
Man, I really like this Nigma Galaxy draft and the approach, and the heroes that their players play could have been so nice, but Crow not putting a lot of emphasis on even getting a couple of first levels in the bottom lane and then going around the map and getting kills.
That was a big deal.
It really cost them, and now it might cost them all more. Okay, Hellraisers, whenever they go for a smoke, Nigma Galaxy are ready for this, so they can read the map. They know when something is wrong, but it doesn't mean that they're still getting something out of it anyways.
Yeah, there's a Radiant Scab. I don't think they walked through it. But yeah, I do like what you said, right? The early game I thought would go very differently. I mean, Centaur, Shadow Demon not getting anything. Timbersaw, Crystal Maiden not getting anything. And in fact, losing both at different points. There's a BKB coming out from Amar that does help. As long as you take the overgrowth, you can just BKB after, and you can start, charging in. You don't have to worry too much. It does also mitigate a lot of the damage because you look at it, like, besides the Nature's Prophet, there's no physical damage, right? It's a 9-man smoke here. The Hawk can show up anywhere he wants. He's farming right now. Nigma Galaxy, this is very risky. They just saw the Aegis go down. They need to be very careful how they approach the fight with no vision in the area.
And they're gonna go jump forward. Nice blink out coming out from the Rubik. Now they're jumping in. That's the double astral that's gonna be there. You need to move away right now if you're Nigma Galaxy, and they'll do just that. But there are 5 heroes next to their tier 2. Hellraiser is seeing that. They'll go back to farming, increasing the lead even further. Now it's 11k. It has been steadily increasing, 12k actually at the moment. But it has been steadily increasing without Nigma Galaxy even putting a dent into that line of the network chart, even for a bit. And now they're gonna go for Amar. He pops the BKB. They have the overgrowth. They'll get the roots onto him, but still these two don't really do that much damage. Amar should be okay for now. The Stampede will get used. He'll hide in the trees. He'll be fine. Mortimer's Kisses. They're not gonna be using those Miero. I thought I saw it, but that was actually just the cookie, and in the end Amar runs away. But 9-second BKB, it's gonna be chewed through, and now they get the tower as well. Again, Hellraiser slowly but surely getting their advantage more and more.
Oh god, that is not what you want to see for your first. And Mind Control also loses his life in that situation. What? Yeah, this is not going at all. I mean, there's no way we can say that there's no strategy that's happening right now. And GX might be losing his life as well. I say might, but he's got everything on it. Trees, fire, astral dimension. Kuroki might be losing his life as well.
Yeah, this is just a demolition completely. The hockey TPs into the backlines, pops the BKB, and he's basically fighting 1 versus 4, and no one can even get close to him. It's impossible for Nigma Galaxy to fight currently. The Hawk way too strong, and the rest of Hellraisers, they're looking very powerful as well. You were talking about some high ground defense. It doesn't look really strong from where I'm standing here, because the Treants, they're just destroying the base, they're tanking the tower hits, and these creeps, they will survive. Hellraisers can stay here for longer if they wish to do so.
Okay, firstly, you can't defend high ground when you're 6 feet underground. All right, that's not how it works. And Amar, he is in a bit of trouble. Does have the BKB, is gonna make it out. So yeah, it's not like there's really much of a defense where they're all dead. That's not really. There's still a high ground defense. Just it's deactive right now. It hasn't activated. But the tier 3 tower almost going down. Guess what? You don't have a train protector on your side. So next time Hellraisers gets an opening in the top lane, that tower would go down. Raxus might shortly follow. Mind control is very.
Hellraisers are not changing anything, man. They're just playing their game the same way from minute 5 to minute 25. Nothing has changed. We are gonna be greedy. We're gonna wait for you to move. You move, you die, we kill towers. And that's how it has been. None of the towers of Hellraisers have fallen, and that is most likely not gonna change in this game unless Hellraisers make a hell of an error that they haven't been doing so far.
Yeah, I just. You know, we might see. All we need is Hellraisers to get 3 kills, and then we'll see an interesting number. And nothing to come out from Nigma Galaxy. But, yeah, So it's like you said, right? What are they really gonna do on Nigma Galaxy? They're holding hands right now because they're trying to make sure no one gets really picked off. Their only save is GH if someone does get caught. So, small option here. But I want to go back to mind control. He's been very sacrificial this game. He's level 13. The supports on the other side are like 14, 15, and well.
He's again gonna be super annoyed here. That's the Agonist from the Snapfire. They do disrupt him, so that's gonna be fine. He survives for the time being. He does have a way to remove that one, and they turn around on solo. Now they're gonna be the one turning things around. Mortimer's Kiss is trying to get the kill into the back line, but doesn't have the range necessary to get it there in the end. Mind control is still gonna be going down because Kiyotaka does massive amounts of damage with the Arcane Orb, and it's time to move back. You have these 2 fat frontliners. We know against the OD, that is just not gonna work. The damage is overwhelming, and he brings down mind control with ease.
Is he really going for a fresher up on Timbersaw? That's interesting. I guess the double BKB is pretty useful. Don't think I've seen this very often, to be frank with you. But yeah, Hellraisers, they still need only 1 kill for us to have the dream. You know, the dream. We'll see if Amar will be generous enough to give it to them. But yeah, it's... Look at the Hawk's net worth, by the way, compared to Simmail. He's almost twice as much. And that's kind of crazy, because that's really your late game hero. I know you don't see him as late game hero when you're very far behind, and I agree with you. But that is your hope, right? That is going to be your late game hero, this sniper. This is a very... I don't know if it's not a Sumail style hero, it's just the playstyle with Kuroki. Is he going to give us the dream?
There has to be a dream. Run away, Amar, please. We need to look at that one for a little bit. No! Okay, it's gonna be the save onto the Rubik. And
calm down, everyone!
Calm down, everyone, right now. Let's see if the Centaur will survive. Let him live, Hellraisers. Yes! Yes, that is there. 28 minutes in. 3-22. Hellraisers. They are winning this game solo. Gonna be super proud of this one, of his team, for setting that one up. Nigma Galaxy, call GG now. Make it happen for all of us fans here, because this game, it's out of hand, most likely.
Yeah, yeah, right. I was thinking they actually would call GG earlier when they got the fight up top and everyone just got demolished. But yes, at this point, it is the perfect game for Hellraisers, with the perfect player for it, to be frank with you. I think for Galaxy, they could just go for next game. It's looking very much impossible right now. But hey, we've seen comebacks come from 40,000 gold, so why not? Yeah, that's a nice reward. Make sure that they can't get the vision of that area. But Solo is there. Can you catch him? Oof. I was like, someone's flying. So we do know that Snapfire has the Aghanim, as we can see actually at the top right, thanks to the beautiful UI. OD, we saw him use the shard on Antlers just to walk out of the shrapnel, so that's going to be another issue that you have to deal with.
Okay, so Nigma Galaxy, they are staying in their base. They are allowing us to enjoy the view, but they say it is enough. We are gonna get out. We are gonna fight. We're not gonna be confined to our room any longer. Nigma Galaxy, they have been grounded by Hellraisers, but they say no, we are grown men. We are TI winners. Most of us, like 4 of them, are TI winners, and we are not going to be staying in our base any longer now, running out and finding absolutely nothing, walking in the snow, being super cold, and they're like, no, we are going until the end. They're in their triangle. Someone has to be there. Will he get the BKB off? The answer is no. Now let's see if they can finally kill the Hawk. He's taking so much damage. Found the BKB. Run away from me. You cannot fight, and Mind Control will be left to die. You set a sacrificial role for him. That's going to continue even further, and Kuroki, it seems like to have been caught shot in the back lines, but it seems alive for now, not for long though. Gets brought down by Kiyotaka, and still it remains. Nigma Galaxy, they make a move, but they get countered immediately. And there's the stolen disruption. No, he used it on himself. He's like, I don't want to TP out. But either way, there's going to be a route, so he's not going to be moving out either way. And Nigma Galaxy, they lose 3. I was thinking they call GG after that one, but they're still staying and fighting. Amar is going to be astral twice, and the health is on its way. Look at how fast they're moving. He does pop the BKB. Amar takes some damage. He's going to be TPing out, and he will not be successful because there's a route, and the revenge of the trees will be coming through. Amar loses his life. 4 heroes died in that action. Nigma Galaxy, they're still not losing hope. So at least something here. They know they can still hold on and at least try to tire out Hellraisers.
Yep, we'll be getting tired out as well, but the tip comes out on ADF. They're like, oh, you thought you were going to make it out? Nope, I got overgrowth. Again, this Blink Dagger on Soul has done massive work. Mind Control getting very close to the pipe, but at this point, it's like we're seeing the physical damage from the Hawk. I would say shredded him, but I mean, got the kill, but it's very scary. And I mean, that's the thing we've been repeating the whole game. Can you split push? No, you're up against Nature's Prophet. Can you defend the high ground? I mean, yes, but guess what? They're farming all over the map. Roshan's going to be up in 1 minute and 10 seconds for Hellraisers. They're not really like, they're in no rush. They have no reason to do anything other than what they're doing right now. The onus is on Nigma Galaxy to make something happen. And so far, just nothing has happened. So Mail's got BKB, Mask of Madness, and a Hurricane Pike. That's not really the type of farm you wanted 31 minutes. And, you know, when you're... Oh, wait, is he okay? I think he got lifted, but looks like he might be fine.
I think he got disrupted.
Disrupted,
for
yes.
a second. Yeah, so Rubik has a stolen disruption. So Sumail taking some oh no! His own illusion is gonna be getting on top of him. You need to defeat yourself first, the young Padawan there. But no, Sumail not gonna be able to do it, and the Hawk just comes over to get the kill. Hellraisers, they're coming for the push. That's your high ground defender without a buyback. You still have a glyph, but we already seen that the Treants, they just defend the creeps with their tower. There's gonna be a disruption as well onto Kuroki, just melt it down in a second. At least GH does get himself away with the 4-stab, but it doesn't matter. Hellraisers with a very aggressive positioning. Like, look at where the Hawk is standing. Do you see this hero dying? I don't, even with all of 5 of them being alive.
Maybe if you jump him, right? You got the Astral right there, you got cookies to save, you got living armor on top. Like, they are just... They're massively far ahead of Hellraisers. I've been thinking that this game would you know, it was over like 15 minutes ago, honestly, but Nigma Galaxy have not been able to do anything this game. I was surprised. Like, just the 2 side lanes did not go at all. We saw the Crystal Maiden do, you know, Amar and Kuroki didn't do anything. Bottom lane, great work by Hellraisers. Top lane as well. We saw the Mind Control go for the max retaliate instead of the damage. Hellraisers, I don't know if they played this really well, or there was just some odd missteps coming out from Nigma Galaxy. But either way, they just looked. It was just a one-sided stomp. No matter how you slice it, it was a one-sided stomp in favor of Hellraisers.
This has to be like the last move from Nigma Galaxy. They're coming in. Oh, he might steal the Aegis. Come on, Michael Drogo does it. He has been known in the FPL as the one who steals the Aegis. It's going to be a disruption. They saved their buddy. Can you do something out of this one? No, you're just way too weak. You don't do anything. Sumail, he does have the BKB. He turns around, tries to kill the tree. They'll get the kill, but they lost Kuro in the time being, and he cannot move away. Kiyotaka in a little bit of trouble, and he might go down here. No, the leech seed is healing him just enough, and no more mana on Amar. He will go down. Solo bought back into that one just because he wants to be together with his team, whereas GH, he is all alone in this world, and he'll have to look at the Hawk as he rips through his home.
Hey, Kuroki has buyback. All right, he can buy back, and we can see Crystal Maiden do some work. But again, there you go. The double Gs do come out, and it was nothing short of a massacre. Completely one-sided. Hellraisers looked like absolute gods in this game. Every lane went really well for them. Every lane, they just came out.